One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, home to the ULM Warhawks. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team looking for its first win, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Warhawks offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The Warhawks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the SMU Mustangs offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his
breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got his man on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Mustangs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's done. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Let's go! They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The quarterback had plenty of time to throw there, but nowhere to go with the football, and eventually he was shown where to go, to the ground.
And those are great for me as a defensive lineman. I love those sacks. I mean, those are so fun because it doesn't matter if I get there in 1 second or 5 like it took right here. The defensive backfield did their job, made the QB hold on to the football, and the defensive line just kept pursuing, and then the defense finally got a sack.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
They'll go to the counter. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to New Mexico State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
To the air, it's Owens. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Quick strike complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they pulled up and stopped them.
Did a great...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
SMU 14, ULM 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. The Warhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Under fire. He's got it inside the 30. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Gonna run it. It's King. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
ULM 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Warhawks decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, SMU! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw. It's done. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the outside. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense working from the pistol.
29 Philly.
They'll run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it, looking for a first. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down?
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Parks. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lights off a defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll bring it back. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe.
And the Warhawks will kick it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Owens. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Running into the open space. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
With the catch, it's Cooper. Nice move, creates some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
He's brought down
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
42 Spiders.
Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
35, ULM 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Dropping back, it's done. Rush is on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Running back searching for a hole. Across the 45. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Warhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sims. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled 2nd and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a 3rd and long situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Warhawks send out the punt unit.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's caught. It's Kane. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Owens. Grab near the sticks, it's Knight. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's the first down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up, because they are blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Cooper. Turning it on, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game, but this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He just terrorized his quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He splits the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. On the move, it's King. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Owens. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Jukes his way for more. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. The tag. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, SMU. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting.
Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Galloway. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll go to the air on second and short. Fakes to grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense putting points on the board. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Just complete and